Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Smoles Family Reactions. I've got a fun video that I want to present today, something I put together after watching all the fan reactions to Episode 9 at Star Wars Celebration. I like the crowd reaction, seeing the whole crowd react. And it made me think of the crowd reactions that have happened at Celebration here in the last 4 years for The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and the different types of reactions that have happened and what specifically fans are reacting to. And it has led me... It's not hardcore evidence by any means. It's subjective and anecdotal video evidence, but it is fun to watch, and I think it's pretty compelling. Fans don't want to kill the past. We don't want to let it die, and I think we certainly do want to see a Skywalker present, and to be present as a hero in Episode 9 to conclude the saga. So I put together a video. It's my first time doing anything like this. Please excuse the amateurish video editing skills and narrating skills, but I think the content is pretty compelling, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll leave a link to all of the reactions, the videos where I got the reactions below, so please check those out. And hey, I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can't do that unless you hit that subscribe button, so please do that. Give me a thumbs up, and please let me know what you think of this video. Do you like it? Do you want to see more like this? Give me some suggestions on other things that you'd like to see, and I can't wait to see what you think of it. So without further ado, enjoy the video.
The Force is strong in my family. My father has it. I have it. My sister has it. You have that power too.
The clip that you just saw was played at Star Wars Celebration 2015. It was the second teaser trailer for The Force Awakens, and I believe that it gave us a promise of something. At least J.J. Abrams at the time had a promise to give us another Skywalker in this new trilogy. And why do I say that? Well, when you listen to the words of Luke Skywalker, yes, it is from Return of the Jedi, but it was also voiced over again by older Mark Hamill and put in that trailer for a reason. You listen to the words. He says, "The Force is strong in my family," and then he ends it by saying, "You have that power too." The inference is that he's talking to somebody in his family. Now, it could be Rey, or it could be Leia, or we don't know who it. We don't know, and I don't know if that was specifically in their minds when they cut this trailer. I like to believe that it was. But this video here today, I want to show you two things. One, that Star Wars fans are not ready to let the past die, kill it if we have to. We actually want to embrace the past and hold the past dear, because it makes what we have today that much more special. And then the second thing is, I do believe that Star Wars fans are hungry or even starving for a Skywalker to be present in this trilogy, and specifically now Episode 9, to be the hero. To be the hero of the story. You see, there are some out there who say that Star Wars does not need the Skywalkers. And while at some level with new movies and new characters, sure, that's true. But for the Skywalker saga, it kind of makes sense to have the story about the Skywalkers. I mean, it is the Skywalker saga after all. It is their story. And to try to run away from that like The Last Jedi did, I think really is a mistake. I'm going to show you with 3 trailers played live at Star Wars Celebrations 2015, 2017, and 2019 that, again, Star Wars fans don't want to kill the past, and that we are hungry to have a Skywalker be the hero of this story. So the first one we're going to look at here is Star Wars Celebration 2015, where they played the second teaser trailer. It was the famous "Chewie, we're home" moment. Listen to the crowd reaction. I will leave a link to this video in the description below. Please check it out. The video is really fun to watch. But listen to the crowd at the "Chewie, we're home" moment. Now that is not a crowd that wants to kill the past. Now, obviously at that moment in 2015, those words had not yet been uttered in the Star Wars galaxy. but it's still evidence that we want to embrace our past. So then we get into the movie. The Force Awakens definitely sets a lot of things up for us. It doesn't answer specifically who Rey is, but it certainly leaves a lot of people to wonder. And I personally believe, or have thought, that she's a Skywalker in some way, shape, or form. And so going into The Last Jedi, a lot of people had a lot of expectations. So now we're at Star Wars Celebration 2017. Everybody's amped up. Everybody's excited to see The Last Jedi teaser trailer, the first real footage we're going to see of the movie. Who's Rey? Who's Snoke? Where's Luke? What kind of presence is he going to have in this movie? We're after the cliffhanger that was The Force Awakens. Literally, we're ready for this. The first scene we're going to look at is the scene where Rey is swinging her lightsaber on the cliff, and we see Luke standing there from afar, and everybody believes he's training her, and this is an exciting moment. Why is it an exciting moment? Well, because it's Master Luke Skywalker doing his thing, training a young Jedi, training a Padawan, and maybe even his daughter or niece. Of course we're going to be excited. Listen to the reaction, and this was an amped up crowd. Listen to the reaction when they see her training with Luke.
Darkness. A balance.
It's so much bigger.
Now, of course, we come to find out that she wasn't really training with Luke. She was training on her own, and Luke was just watching her. And but the first warning shot, the first indication that a bomb was going to go off in the Star Wars universe, only happened a few seconds later in that trailer, when Luke uttered those words.
It's time for the Jedi to end.
Comparatively speaking, that was silent. And I like to believe it was kind of a silent fear. It's like, oh no, what's happening? And certainly they still applauded and cheered afterwards, but you can definitely tell it was toned down. It was a shock to everybody to hear those words. Listen, is that really how you want a Star Wars Celebration crowd to react? Now listen, I know Rian Johnson wants to subvert expectations and do the shock thing and everything. Well, he got that there, but is that really what you want from Star Wars fans at Star Wars Celebration? I really don't think so. J.J. Abrams gets it right. He knows how to get the reactions in these trailers. So then we get into The Last Jedi, and we don't get the Luke we expect. We get the Luke who is handed this lightsaber. It doesn't have any meaning. It didn't belong to him way back when. It doesn't matter that he hasn't seen it since Cloud City. It doesn't matter that it belonged to his father, who he redeemed. It's worthless. Let's just chuck it over our shoulder. Never mind the fact that he's wearing Jedi robes. He has a hut filled with Jedi relics. He is watching over the Jedi tree and the sacred Jedi text. In his own words, the sacred Jedi text. I don't think for a second that the Luke Skywalker that we know would do that. This was the real first strong indication in this movie that things weren't going to be the way we thought they would. Of course, then we go through the rest of the movie and we don't really get the Luke that we expected, and then now he's gone at the end of the movie, presumably dead, one with the Force. Rey is a nobody. Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren, is unredeemable. And Princess Leia, with the unfortunate passing of Carrie Fisher, with the end of The Last Jedi, we are really left with no hope. How can Episode 9 possibly advance the story of the Skywalkers? And again, there's many who will say, well, we don't need the Skywalkers, and Rey doesn't need to be a Skywalker. And again, you can tell stories in the Star Wars galaxy, Star Wars universe, without the Skywalkers, but this is the Skywalker saga. It needs to have a Skywalker. And then we know after The Last Jedi, fans were... It seems kind of weird to say because it's entertainment. This is fantasy. And while I certainly love Star Wars, I grew up with it, I still have my feet on the ground. I know what reality is. I know what life is about. And this is just an escape and entertainment. And we can certainly be passionate about it and enjoy it, but that's all it is entertainment. So it sounds silly to say, well, fandom is divided. Well, I guess fans can be divided as long as it's kept civil and people understand that this is, again, these are just movies and entertainment. But when it becomes toxic, when there's extremes on both sides, that really is kind of silly, I think. And while I certainly don't care for The Last Jedi that much, I still accept it for what it is. You know, I'm going to let other fans have their opinions. You can like it or not like it, and that's fine. But let's not be toxic. And now what I'm thinking is Episode 9, with the rise of Skywalker, and I think a real Skywalker present in the movie, can bring fans back together, at least as a majority. And I think J.J. Abrams can get that done. And here's some evidence. Now we're going to watch a video taken at Star Wars Celebration 2019. This is a crowd reaction. This crowd, huge throng of people outside the main arena. Lots of screens showing this trailer. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people standing outside the arena. And the video is taken from above the crowd, so it's not focused on one individual, and you actually get a true crowd reaction. There are 2 times in this trailer where you get the loudest reaction from the crowd. The first one is when Lando is flying the Falcon, and again, this is clearly not a crowd that wants to kill the past and subvert expectations. This crowd wants to embrace the past, because by embracing the past, it helps you to enjoy and have joy in the present more fully. Why do we need to subvert expectations? Why do we need to kill the past? It doesn't mean you don't have to kill the past to move forward. I would suggest that by embracing the past and introducing new characters in light of the past and having respect for the past and the history, it advances the story that much better. And that's why The Last Jedi was so divisive. Listen, there's a lot of people who like that movie, and that's fine. I don't hate it, but I just don't like how it flipped everything upside down with all the things that The Force Awakens set up. I truly believe J.J. Abrams had some vision for where some of these characters were going to go, and that got flipped upside down. Alright, so here we are, back to this trailer. Pay attention to the 2 loudest cheers. Lando flying the Falcon, and then the title reveal. And we'll comment briefly at the end. So put on some headphones, crank up the volume, and enjoy, Star Wars fans, embracing the past and asking, yes, please, give us a Skywalker for this final episode to conclude the saga in a satisfying way. Check this out, it's fun.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
I got to tell you, that gives me chills just to watch it. What a cool scene. And now listen, I know there's a lot of theories and a lot of thinking now. Saying, wait a minute, what does that mean? The rise of Skywalker. What could that possibly mean? And trust me, I understand the questions, and this video is not going to be about theories of what that could mean. But I'm going to suggest to you that in that raw moment, when that title was revealed, people didn't suddenly just cheer because they thought that, well, this could mean that Skywalker is a new name for Jedi. No. I can almost guarantee you everybody thought of who's the Skywalker. Maybe they specifically thought it was Rey. Maybe they thought Luke was coming back. Maybe they thought it was Leia. Maybe they thought it was Finn. Who knows? And then yes, the questions start. But the immediate raw reaction was excitement because Skywalker is back for Episode 9. Listen, I really believe J.J. Abrams is going to wrap this up in a very satisfying way. I believe he can get it done. I was a little apprehensive coming into Star Wars Celebration this year and for this trailer just because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how this could be fixed, but this trailer at least gives us some hope. And I believe that, listen, fans, at least for the saga films, fans are desiring to see a Skywalker present in the movie. And for a Skywalker or Skywalkers to do some amazing stuff. And listen, whatever movies are made after this, whether they are or aren't, and Skywalkers are present or not, that's fine. But this is the Skywalker saga. Let's wrap it up in a satisfying way. Hey, let me know what you think. Do you agree? Maybe you disagree. Maybe you have a difference of opinion. I'd love to hear from you. Leave it in the comments below. If you agree, also let me know what you think that way. Hey, give the video a thumbs up if you like it, and consider subscribing. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. That's the next goal. And again, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.